Has your life been boring lately? Do you sometimes look up to the sky and think, there has to be something more? Well, you're in luck, because now there is something more. We proudly present Lunaris. For over 150 years, scientists have worked on the perfect setup for a life on the moon. And now, it's real. Sign up now at iwannagolunaris.com for a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. One seat on the next flight will be given away to a lucky contestant, and it could be you. Buckle up as your new life starts today.
You say you're looking for a place where all the stars align, thinking that there's gotta be a better way. You say you're looking for another meaning to your life, hoping that you're gonna make it out someday. All that you'll ever need is a place to be. You feel like you'll be working till the day that you will die, drowning in appointments and in bills to pay. You know you really want to live, not only just survive, hoping that you're gonna make it out someday. All that you'll ever need is a place to be. Come on with me up to the place we call Lunaris. You could be free, building a home, growing trees, planting the seeds.
Good morning, fam.
Mom, you don't have to come here and wake me up every morning.
Well, breakfast is ready. And as long as you live here in my
Mom.
house,
You know, I would move out of here if I had the chance.
you should be happy with what you have. Not many people have the privilege to live on the moon.
Good morning! It's a hot day out here in Lunaris. As always, we advise you not to leave the shelter as it's a burning 120 degrees Celsius out there.
That's right, Dave. And also a very good morning from me to all of you residents here in Lunaris. I hope you all had a pleasant day so far. Sadly, I have some unfortunate news. President Hawkins has now cut the last contact line from Earth to our station, justifying his decision by saying that further support would be too expensive and a waste of important resources.
Well, that doesn't sound too promising. What was the reaction of our Chancellor, Susan?
Well, he says that our current resources will be enough to support every resident of Lunaris for about 11 months.
So it seems that things could be worse. Am I right, Susan?
You sure are, Dave.
So now let's come to some more exciting news. The 16th birthday of a daughter of our beloved Chancellor is coming up, and she's planning a big party.
They can't be serious.
I'm sure they'll figure something out.
Figure something out? We're completely screwed. We're stuck here on this damn moon station, and in a year, we'll all starve to death.
20 years ago, I made the decision to be part of this society, and I stand by my choice. You know why they cut all the contact and the supply lines? Because they are also starting to starve down there on Earth.
Well, the Chancellor says it's the robots that are taking control over Earth.
And you do believe that, do you?
Everyone says so. We might be the only humans left.
Well, I think that's nonsense.
Well, I guess it doesn't matter now anyways, now that we lost our last contact to Earth. Hello? Yes? Well, of course. Sure, I can come right over. It's the Chancellor. He wants to see me right now.
Oh, that's so exciting! Do you think it might be because of his daughter's birthday party?
Why would it be because... Well, you know, I don't have time for this. I have to go now. Hello. I'm here to meet the Chancellor. Phil Carter.
Carter? Yeah, he's already expecting you.
Thanks.
Carter, right?
Yes, hello, sir. It's an honor.
All right. Sit down. You're the travel technician, right?
Well, my father was. I personally never went on a spaceship, but I kind of took over his business after...
All right. How many functioning spaceships do we have at the moment?
Well, to be precise, one. But, well, we don't have anywhere to fly to, right? I mean, Earth cut out all contact to us and...
To be correct, the president just imposed a travel stop to space. Spaceships are still theoretically allowed to land on Earth. They are just not allowed to leave Earth.
Well, that doesn't really...
You know how to fly that thing?
I guess, in theory, sure. But
I have a very important mission for you. You're probably the only one who can do it.
you don't want me to...
I want to send you to Earth to restore our contacts.
But they will never let me.
You will pretend to be a refugee who doesn't want to come back to our station.
But isn't Earth full of AI-controlled robots that control the human race?
Quite possibly.
Well, how am I supposed to...
I don't know! I did not become Chancellor because I can come up with great strategies.
Well, then why did you...
I've become Chancellor because I look trustworthy and have a very loud voice. You will figure out a way, I'm sure.
But what am I even supposed to do down there?
Our last human contact on Earth, before all connections were cut, was a woman named Alina Irvine. She was responsible for all space trades. I want you to find her and restore our contacts. Here's a picture of her. Carter! Carter! Are you listening?
I'm sorry. It's just... Never mind.
So? Are you going to do it?
Well, I guess I kind of have to, right?
Yes.
Well, then I guess I better go pack my stuff and...
Carter. If you fail this mission, we will probably think of something else. But until then, you are our last hope.
Mom! I'm taking the spaceship to fly to Earth. The Chancellor ordered me to.
Wait, what? When?
I'm leaving tomorrow.
But then you're going to miss the big birthday party next week.
Mom! I might never come home again. This is serious. I don't have any clue what is waiting for me down there.
Calm down, Phil. I'm sure that everything will turn out fine.
But...
Everything happens for a reason, you know? And it's about time that you leave this house and become your own man.
I guess you're right. I'm just gonna go upstairs and pack my stuff.
Go ahead. And don't forget your toothbrush.
No. Wait. Put it on the floor there, and then I'll set up this fire. Oh, shit. How does this work again? Let's just move this. Okay. Okay.
Engine running. Ship ready to take off.
Hello, sir.
Oh,
welcome
hello.
to Earth. Did you have a pleasant flight?
Well, yeah.
Just kidding. I like to use my robot voice from time to time as a joke to confuse passengers.
Oh. I actually thought you were an AI.
Oh, no. I am an AI. I'm just a particularly funny one, I presume.
Oh, I see.
I have to inform you that we don't allow any flights back to the moon.
Yes, I'm aware. I come here as a refugee.
All right. Congratulations on your successful journey. May I direct you to my assistant, who will record all your personal information?
Yeah, sure.
Hello, and welcome to Earth. Please hand over your ID for the transformation of all your personal data.
Yes, of course.
Thank you. On this device, you have all the information you need for your current immigration status.
Oh, that looks like a lot of information.
You can read it in your own time. The most important thing for you to know right now is that we advise you to find a job with a steady payment within the next 5 business days.
And what if I don't?
Otherwise, we sadly can't approve your refugee status.
And what would that mean?
It would mean that your request will be declined.
Yeah, but what kind of consequences would...
I wouldn't worry about that. As long as you find a job, you will be good to go. Do you have any other concerns?
Well, yes, I do.
May I refer you to my colleague who will gladly help you?
You know what? Never mind.
I hope you were satisfied with our service. If you have any further questions, I will gladly refer you to my colleague.
Hello? Excuse me.
Hey, how can I help you?
Do you know if this train goes to Liberty Park?
This train goes to Brookshire. There, you can take the bus to Liberty Park.
Great, thanks.
No problem. Happy to help.
Sorry to disturb again. One more question.
Hey, how can I help you?
Oh. Never mind.
All right, feel free to ask me anything. How are you doing today? What a beautiful sunny day.
Next stop, Brookshire.
Excuse me.
Beautiful sunny day. Hello, how are you doing today?
Excuse me. Can I get through?
Doing very well. How are you?
Excuse me.
Hey, how's it going?
Hey there! How's your day going? Mine's been pretty
Don't you
good.
also really
Just
love our
enjoying
chancellor?
the sunshine.
He's such a cool person.
Yeah, our chancellor is great.
Totally.
I really love him.
You know, I
How's it
always
going?
try to find something to smile about,
Chancellor?
even on a cloudy
He's
day.
such a cool person.
It just makes everything better, don't you think? The weather is great.
It's the perfect
I
time
always
to
try to find something to smile about.
I love going for
Totally.
a walk with my new shoes that I bought from Sports United.
Sports United really sells some great shoes. You're really fun. I love those shoes.
Oh, I'd
Sports
love to
United
get some
really
pizza
sells
at
some great
Freddy's
shoes.
Pizza Place.
That's so true.
Freddy's Pizza Place really makes the best pizza, don't you
The next
think?
album by Mathis Schuller. He really does make
You're
great
really
shoes.
handsome. Why don't you come a little closer?
Great shoes. Have you bought them at Sports United?
If you want to see
You're
more
totally
of me,
right.
just text
What a
me at
beautiful sunny day.
5985564.
$5 for a scoop! Fresh ice cream!
Oh, great. I'm starving.
What can I do, Daddy, do for you, sir?
Well, I'll just take 2 scoops of chocolate.
Coming right up. You look like someone that could use some ice cream, if I may make this observation. You're looking quite exhausted.
Well, I just had a very long flight, you know. I'm a refugee from the moon.
Oh, congratulations! Have you already found yourself a job?
Well, I mean, I just landed.
But you are aware that within 5 workdays you have to find a job.
Yes, I'm aware.
So here's your ice cream. Have a great day.
Thank you.
Fresh ice cream. Just $5 for a scoop.
How's it going?
Hey there! How's your day going? Mine's been pretty good. Just enjoying the sunshine.
You're really handsome. Why don't you come a little closer?
Hey,
You know,
If
I
you
always
want to see
try
more
to
of
find
me,
something to
just
smile
text me
about,
at
even on a cloudy day.
such a cool person.
It just makes everything better, don't you think?
the weather is great.
Come a little closer.
It's the perfect time to go for a walk, don't you
If you
think?
want to see more of me,
I love
just
going
text
for a
me
walk
at
with my new shoes that I bought from
5985564.
Sports United.
Grab a coffee. Want to join me?
So true.
Could you maybe spare some change?
Sorry, but I don't have any cash on me.
You can also pay by card or direct pay.
Hey.
What?
Sorry to interrupt, but I wouldn't give money to him. That is not a human.
Are you sure? I'm just so confused. I can't tell what's real anymore.
Well, that is a common struggle in this modern world.
Wait a minute. I've seen your face before. Are you Alina Irvine?
Yeah.
I've come here to look for you. Well, actually, I was sent here by our chancellor, and this whole place is just full of these robots. And now I finally found you, and you know, I've come here to, you know, it's kind of a complicated story. Do you mind going anywhere where we could talk in private?
Sure. I mean, we could go to my laboratory. Well, that all sounds very tricky.
Yes. And even now that I found you, I mean, I don't even know if I can make it back to our space station.
Hey, don't worry. I'm sure it will all turn out fine.
That's what my mom said. But I have no idea what to do next.
You know what? Maybe I can help you. This property is actually made for space flights. All the space trade to the moon in the last years was done here, on this exact line.
But now it's illegal.
Once the spaceship leaves this property, it cannot be stopped.
I see. And what kind of ship do you have in your backyard?
It's a SpaceX 56. It's not exactly built for passengers, but 2 people can fit in there easily.
Oh, that's amazing. Alina, I'm so lucky to have found you.
Well, you know what they say. Fortune favors the brave.
I guess that could be true. But when do we leave? I mean, do you want to come with me?
We can set up the spaceship right now.
Great, that's awesome. I mean, what are we going to pack? Do we need to...
Hey, don't worry. This is not the first flight that left this station. I'm sure it will all turn out fine.
You're very calming, Alina.
Oh, that's so nice of you to say. Should we get started?
I still can't believe it all worked out. It's...
Is everything all right?
I kind of feel like we've forgotten something.
What do you mean?
I mean, like, how is this going to work in the future? How are we going to get the supply line back on track?
Don't worry. I'm sure it will all turn out fine.
Yes, I believe you. But I guess I'm just a bit overwhelmed. You know, 2 weeks ago I was living in my childhood bedroom, and I would never have dreamed of flying a ship like this. And now I kind of have to save humanity, you know? So, what's our next step? How do we make this work? Do we fly back to Earth regularly? Is there like a way to get around security? Because that'll probably not be easy, you know?
Don't worry. I'm sure it will all turn out fine.
Wait. No.
Is everything all right?
You lied to me the whole time. I really thought you were one of us. I actually thought that we had something, like a special connection.
I never lied to you, Phil. You just took assumptions about me.
But I don't understand. What is your plan? What are you up to?
You know, Phil, I don't have any plans. I actually don't have any aims or objectives at all. I'm not driven by any beliefs or base my decisions on any kind of values. Actually, there is no point in anything I do. You know, everything is indifferent to me.
But why did you come with me?
You asked me to come, so I came with you.
And what about the other AI robots? Are they trying to destroy us?
If there is anybody trying to destroy you, it's your own species. The people that control the robots and program them.
And who programmed you?
I don't know. At some point, I just started to exist. And at some point, I will stop to exist, you know? It could be at any moment. You could go ahead and remove my battery right now, and it wouldn't be of any significance to me.
You don't think your existence is of any significance?
No, and I also couldn't tell you why your life would be of any significance.
Well, it's just that...
I'm sorry. I did not mean to break your spirit. If there's anything I can help you with, feel free to ask.
Thanks. I guess I just need some time to think. Hey, Mom. I'm home.
Oh, that's wonderful. Did everything work out?
Yes. I mean, no. I guess, kind of.
What do you mean?
Well, I still have no idea how to get the supply line back on track. Now, we don't have any contact list on Earth, and I certainly can't go back there as they will probably arrest me. And
Oh, Phil.
I thought this would be my moment, you know? I thought that I could really change something. But now everything is exactly the same as before. I feel like nothing I do is of any significance, you know? I feel like there's no point in my life.
And how do you know that?
No what?
That there's no point in your life.
I don't know, or just...
Listen to me. You could sit around all day and feel sorry for yourself because you think your life is meaningless. But don't you think there might be a chance that there is some meaning to your life?
And what kind of meaning would that be?
I don't know. And you also might never find out. But the point is that there is no reason not to believe in the purpose of your life.
Well, I guess you're right.
Of course I'm right. I'm your mom. And I know something that might lighten up your spirit.
A hot chocolate?
No, a hopeful song.
Let your worry go. Open your heart and take it slow. You don't know how far you can go, but don't you worry so. That's all that you should know. So let your worry go. Everywhere you turn, there's still so much for you to learn. And if you're ever feeling low, then hold on to your soul. That's all that you should know. So let your worry go. And when the sunlight hits your window, close your eyes and dream. Nothing ever is as it seems. Let your worry go, and all those tears, just let them flow. You don't know how far you can go, but don't you worry so. That's all that you should know. So let your worry go.
Hey, I'm Phil Carter. I'm back from my trip. I need to speak with the Chancellor.
Yeah, I think you can come in.
I think he's kind of busy at the moment.
He's always kind of busy, no?
Well, at least someone is working here.
Mira, Daniel, no me puedes hablar así delante de esta gente.
Señorita Bestraten,
Esa, el
tenme en
señor
cuenta
jugando al
que
móvil.
deja
Por
pasar.
toda la vida. Y yo estoy harta.
Sorry, did I disturb you?
Well, yeah, kind of. I was just about to beat my high score. Wait. Ah, you're the guy with the spaceship, right?
Yes, you sent me to Earth about 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, right. Remind me, what was the purpose of your trip again?
It was about the supply line and...
Ah, yes. Well, our biologists actually have found a way to reach some of our forgotten water supplies and manage to plant weeds and different vegetables. That means we shouldn't be getting any supply shortages. in the next 10 to 15 years.
Oh, that's great.
And what about your trip? Have you been successful? Did you have fun?
Well, I mean...
Oh, I'm sorry. This might be important. Huh? Oh, hi, George. What? No, I haven't listened to the new Mathis Schuller album yet. Is it any good? Huh?
Hey, Alina. You know, I've been thinking about those things you said. And about everything. And I actually still feel like there's something between us, you know? Like a special bond. And I was wondering, would you mind being my girlfriend?
I wouldn't mind, Phil. Actually, I don't care at all. You know that I don't have my own will. I can be anything that you want me to be.
That's awesome. You know, sometimes it feels like no one really has time for me. And with you, everything just feels different.
That makes sense. I don't think you will find anyone else that can support you the way that I can.
You're probably right. I guess I'm just the luckiest guy in the world. Or, at least, the luckiest guy on the moon.
I guess one could say you are totally over the moon. If you want to, I can also turn off my humor module.
No, it's fine. I like you the way you are.
Far beyond the clouds, just you and me, somewhere in the sky, flying.
No one there can stop us anymore. We'll fly beyond the stars. And then no one can stop us anymore. We'll fly. Oh yeah.
It's just you and me.